All right, guys, it's time to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum once again on the channel. Now, I didn't do a video yesterday, but for the previous 2 days, I only talked about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, altcoins, again, are not really pumping. We do see Bitcoin is continuing the trend down here. Now, keep in mind, this is the daily time frame, guys. And yeah, we see now the fourth red daily candle in a row. We do have support at $80,565 at the moment. Now, let's look at this on a 4-hour time frame, and you can see, guys, yeah, it's not looking too good. We're just kind of stair-stepping down here. We do get like a little bounce here and there, but yeah, for the most part, we are going down. I do expect that we will probably come down to touch this weekly support. It is support at the moment still. Until we fall under it, guys. Now, keep in mind we are looking at this on a 4-hour time frame, whereas this is a weekly time frame. So we could end up with a weekly candle that goes way down, that is only a wick in the end of the week. Keep in mind from Sunday to Monday night is when the weekly candle closes. But yeah, guys, I mean, it is not looking good in my opinion. I actually closed my longs on Bybit yesterday with a small profit. I actually had 3 opened longs. Only one of them got hit. And I saw I was in a plus last night. And then I saw kind of this price action, and I wasn't too sure about it, guys. So I went ahead and closed it, and I'm glad I did that, guys, because I would be minus right now instead of plus. I took a really, really small plus. And yeah, that's okay in my opinion. You have to look at the price action, guys. You have to look at the pressure, basically. The downward pressure I could see was coming. And yeah, it just didn't look good in my opinion, so I closed. Now, if we do take a look here at the CME gap, guys, we do have a gap to the upside. So this is good news in one way. Now, keep in mind, this gap extends from about 83,840. This is just approximate, guys, down to 82,865. So you have about $1,000 gap here to the upside. So eventually, these gaps get filled, guys, because you remember this gap that was over here. We filled it actually over here. And we did have some other gaps. We had this huge gap here, if you remember. That was filled also. So I do think we will eventually move to the upside to close this gap. But once we close it, will we see another leg down? Now, that's a very good possibility with the macro economic data that's coming out this week. Plus, we do have tariffs starting on Wednesday, guys. But as we all know, Trump likes to flip-flop between, these tariffs, and we just have to wait and see what comes of it. I just think there's going to be some last-minute deals, probably with some key players, key countries, and then probably there will be tariffs for other small countries and things. Just have to wait and see, guys. I cannot read Trump's mind, and unfortunately, every thing he is doing really affects Bitcoin at the moment. So, but yeah, be aware, guys, that there is a gap to the upside. Now, taking a look at Ethereum. It did break this upward trend that we had basically on the daily time frame. You can see we lost this on the 28th of March. We actually retested that. We hit it and we went to the downside, guys. Now, I haven't marked off any daily or weekly supports and resistances here. I only have the Fibonacci, but you can see it's pretty much respecting this Fibonacci. And it did bounce right off the top of this Fibonacci yesterday. And we haven't actually come down to touch it yet, but I would say that's a good thing in my opinion. Even, this is a lower wick than this wick too. And if this is, as far as we go down today, we are stair-stepping up, with the wicks. But, when we're looking at the closing candle basis, guys, this just doesn't look good at all. I haven't had that much faith in Ethereum, guys. And from what I know, I think on Saturday there was some word that the North Koreans were actually selling Ethereum again from what was stolen from Bybit about 3 weeks ago, guys. So I think that has added to the pressure currently. So, I'm not saying sell all your Ethereum right now. Ethereum could make its way back up, of course. You're probably at a loss if you're going to sell now. But guys, I really just think there's better coins, for example, BNB or Solana or something like this. I know Solana also is struggling right now. BNB has always been fairly stable though, guys. So keep that in mind. I would suggest that as an alternative, not financial advice, but that is the biggest bag in my bag. Now, if we take a look at the total market cap, guys, basically we are coming down to touch this 969 billion. We haven't quite touched it yet, but we are very close. And like I always tell people on this channel, these lines will never be perfect. I can maybe readjust this, and yeah, this wick could touch it. No other influencer or YouTuber will have perfect lines either, guys, so it really doesn't matter. I would say this is a hit in my opinion. Whether this is a bounce or not, we have to wait and see. Now, dominance, guys. Again, let me zoom out. We have started to break this, resistance that we actually hit a few times before. We hit it back on 12th of March. We hit it back in the 24th of February, 25th of February. We also, had that mega day back in the beginning of February where we went all the way up to this red line, basically, guys. So up here at 64.29%. Now, if you see this, you can see that we are breaking that and we are headed to that red line. I don't think there's any other resistances really above until we get there, which is not a good sign in my opinion, guys. So let's see. Alts are probably about to get crushed, but does that mean I am personally selling, guys? I am not. I am holding. I still think we have time in this cycle. And, we have to look at the Pi cycle top indicator, guys. It hasn't crossed yet. It is actually moving away from each other. The green line and the orange line, this orange line is moving away. Now, we also prolonged the cycle last summer in June, which I've already zoomed out. And if I refresh this, you can actually see that. Let's see, I will go back and show you this. But if I zoom in here, guys, this was June. So you can see we kind of moved away from the green line. We were coming close to crossing. So we are just, prolonging this cycle in my opinion. Now, let's take a quick look here at the liquidation heat map, guys. I'm surprised there's not more wrecked. 260 million basically have been wrecked, more longs than shorts right now. But yeah, that's the reality we face at the moment. Now, fear and greed, I am surprised we went up to a 34, honestly. And we had a red day yesterday, and yeah, I don't know why we go up, actually, in my opinion. I think we should actually be down here in extreme fear. But anyways, we are not there. Now, the altcoin season index still at a 20, guys. I refreshed this right before the video, and still 20. So we're just hanging around the lower 20s, basically, and not really moving. Even with this move to the upside, which, again, I don't know how often this altcoin season index refreshes, but we could, potentially go down here from a 20. I do believe we will. Once they refresh this, it'll probably go down here to something like an 18 or could even go down to about a 12 or so with this move, this significant move up, actually, with the dominance. Now, taking a look at the bull market peak indicators, guys, still it's 100% hold. 0 from 30 indicators have been hit. So I don't know if you're panicking or not, guys, but if I were you, I would not panic. Now, taking a quick look at the economic calendar, guys, today we only have Chicago PMI. It is not that big of a macro number. If I had to put it on like a 1 to 10 scale, I'm probably going to put like a 4 on it. But you never know, guys. If it's wildly off, hey, it could affect us. Tomorrow, we do have some S&P Global Manufacturing PMI. We also got some ISM numbers, and we have JOLTS job openings. So that can be very important, guys. Now, taking a look at this, actually it went down to an 80%. It was at 81.5 one day ago, which means working day. So yeah, it is starting to put more weight on a cut than not. Let's see, guys. I would like it if we do get a cut. Now, keep in mind, we do have still 37 days, still a long time to speculate. And yeah, you just never know what can happen to this number. Now, taking a look at the, crypto bubbles, last hour actually is green. So that is good. But yeah, daily, pretty bad, guys. Week, oof, even worse. Month, terrible. So yeah, let's just put this back on the hour for now. It looks a lot better. Now, if you want to stake your coins, guys, I was looking for Chronos actually last week on this PC, because this PC I use about once a week just for about a couple of days, because I am in another city away from my family. But if you want to look for Chronos or any other crypto, you can go to Coinondo, guys, and write CRO, for example, and you will get all the deals. And you can see you have to stake this basically for 30 days for 4%. They don't have a limit here in crypto.com for this, but they do have limits for Bitcoin usually. It just depends on the exchange, of course. Now, keep that in mind. Anyways, you can do what you want with your coins, guys. Just don't lock it up. I advise you, if you're ready to sell, but for a longer period. If you're wanting to sell your coins and you're locked up for 90 days and you're on day 20, well, you got to wait 70 more days. Anyways, I like looking at this, crypto bubbles here, and at least on the hourly time frame, because on the daily, weekly, monthly, and year, it just doesn't look too good, guys. And yeah, if you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this with your friends. I'm going to try to make some more videos for you guys tonight. I probably won't do this detailed, Bitcoin, Ethereum analysis tonight, maybe, unless anything significantly changes. And yeah, maybe if any alts are pumping, I'll take a look at that, and we'll see, guys.